When my wife texted love you instead of love you more, I drove 90 miles an hour to get home. Every single day for 12 years, I have texted my wife I love you at some point during the day. Every single day for 12 years, she has responded I love you more. It started as a silly thing when we were dating, but somewhere along the way it became sacred. She has never once forgotten. Not when she had a 104-degree fever and could barely lift her phone. Not when we had that awful fight and slept in separate rooms for 3 days. Even then, when my text came through, she responded the same way she always did. So when I texted her and she just wrote back love you, I knew something was terribly wrong. I called her immediately. She answered on the first ring, which was already strange because she was usually busy with a baby. Hey babe, what's up? Her voice sounded cheerful, but off. I just wanted to hear your voice, I said carefully. Is everything going okay today? Oh yeah, everything's great. I've just been hanging out with the baby. Actually, my friend from the gym stopped by to visit, so I should probably let you go. We don't have a gym membership. She was telling me someone was in our house who should not be there. I was already grabbing my keys when I told her I loved her and hung up. My office was 40 minutes from home on a good day, but I made it onto the highway doing 90 before I could even process what was happening. I called 911 and tried to explain. Sir, slow down, the dispatcher said. Your wife texted you the wrong thing and mentioned a gym? She is telling me someone dangerous is in my house with her and my infant daughter. Is it possible she has a friend visiting that you don't know about? Ma'am, I have been married to this woman for 12 years. I know her, and I'm telling you that someone is holding my family hostage right now. The dispatcher's tone shifted. We're sending units. I hung up and called my wife back. Straight to voicemail. I called again. Voicemail. I called our neighbor across the street, a retired firefighter named Walt, who I'd trust with my life. Walt, I need you to look at my house right now and tell me exactly what you see. I heard him shuffle to his window. There's a van in your driveway I don't recognize. White van. No windows in the back. Your wife's car is in the garage. Can you see inside the house at all? No. All the blinds are shut. I've never seen her close those blinds during the day. She was sending another signal. Walt, the police are on the way. If you hear screaming before they get there, I need you to get inside that house. He didn't hesitate. I'll be on my porch with my phone in one hand and a baseball bat in the other. I was still 20 minutes out. My daughter was 10 months old. She couldn't walk or crawl away from danger. She couldn't scream for help. She was completely dependent on my wife to protect her. And my wife was trapped in that house with some creep who drove a windowless van. I pulled onto our street doing 60 and slammed the brakes when I saw 3 police cars and an ambulance. Officers were crouched behind their vehicles with weapons pointed at my house. I jumped out of my car and sprinted toward the chaos, but an officer tackled me to the ground before I made it 10 feet. Sir, you cannot go over there. That is my wife and baby inside. There's a man in there with a knife to your wife's throat. We are handling it. I couldn't breathe. I heard a negotiator on a megaphone trying to talk to someone inside. I heard my daughter start crying, and the sound nearly killed me on the spot. Then I heard shouting, a crash, and officers rushed in the front door. 30 seconds of chaos, screaming, more shouting. Then an officer came out carrying my daughter, and another officer dragged a man in handcuffs across my front lawn with blood running down his face. My wife walked out behind them, shaking so hard she could barely stand, and I shoved past everyone to get to her. I pulled her into my chest and felt her whole body collapse against me. He was going to take her, she sobbed into my neck. He told me he was just there for valuables, but then he saw her. How did you send me the text? She pulled back and looked at me. He made me respond so you wouldn't worry and come home early. He stood right behind me and watched me type. He had no idea what I was really telling you. She pressed her forehead to mine and whispered, I knew you'd catch it.